I'm here in Aberdeen South because I think that there is a national emergency about oil and gas. Labour is killing oil and gas. Douglas Lumsden, the Scottish Conservative candidate, is the only person standing in this by-election who's going to fight for this sector. Well, we've never won Makerfield, certainly not in my lifetime. But what worries me is that the Makerfield by-election has been created to sort out an internal Labour Party problem. Well, I'm here at a business that is worried about whether they're going to exist next year. Unicorn is one of the companies that supplies the oil and gas industry, and what is going to be crucial at this by-election is sending a message to the Labour government by sending a pro-oil and gas candidate. Labour is killing oil and gas. Douglas Lumsden, the Scottish Conservative candidate, is the only person standing in this by-election who's going to fight for this sector. And we also want pro-UK residents in Aberdeen to unite behind Douglas so that we can also send a message to the SNP. Everyone knows that the Conservatives nearly won this seat just earlier this month. We're only 1,000 votes behind, so we're going to be fighting for the oil and gas sector, for companies like Unicorn, and for the people who are pro-UK in Aberdeen.
And what about in Makerfield? You got a chance of winning there?
Well, we've never won Makerfield, certainly not in my lifetime. But what worries me is that the Makerfield by-election has been created to sort out an internal Labour Party problem. It's probably going to cost taxpayers about £5 million when you add in the by-election if Andy Burnham, the likely winner, is successful. And what's happening? None of the Labour Party are talking about oil and gas. We have borrowing figures today that show that we're spending an extra 20 billion this year than last year on welfare. This by-election is an argument about who's going to spend more welfare, Keir Starmer or Andy Burnham or the Reform Party. That's not what the Conservatives are about. We want to actually start looking at the real problems facing the UK, the real problems facing our economy, and that is that we are spending so much on debt interest. We are killing our economy. We're killing industries like oil and gas instead of helping them thrive.
You said you've never won in Makerfield, but you did come second in 2019. Why aren't you in contention anymore?
Well, as we know, we're in a multi-party era, not a two-party era. People who want a Conservative candidate will have the opportunity to vote for a Conservative candidate in Makerfield. I'm here in Aberdeen South because I think that there is a national emergency about oil and gas. I spoke about it at Prime Minister's Questions on Wednesday. On Tuesday, we had a vote to allow jackdaw and roseback licences, and only the Conservatives supported. Nigel Farage and his energy spokesman didn't even bother to turn up. The SNP didn't bother to vote. Labour voted against. We are the only ones who are standing up for oil and gas, and that's the message that I want people, not just in Aberdeen, but in the whole of Scotland, to understand.